Hello and welcome to the third annual RIM Alternis Streamathon 2023. Today we're going to be starting off the Streamathon with Savage Worlds Team Badger, and I'm super excited for this. Make sure that you chat in the chat. You type RIMPC if you're watching this on Twitch, so that you can be entered in the drawing for a North Foundry gift certificate is what we're giving away today. Other games that we're going to be doing later in the Streamathon will have other giveaways. So keep watching, keep chatting, stay interacting. We're super cool. If you want to talk to us here or on the Discord, I'm sure somebody will drop a link to the Discord later. I think that that's everything that I'm supposed to say. But yes, this is Savage Worlds Team Badger, and our Badgers today. If you'd like to go ahead and introduce yourselves, let's go ahead and start with Chris and Weapon Y.
Oh, what's going on, Bubs? Yeah, I'm Weapon Y, and I'm here to punch stuff in the face with my grotesque. I mean, no, I look great. I'm fine. All right, I'm not ugly.
He's got a super large left arm with true steel and true steel claws.
This is my good hand.
Just the left arm?
Just the left arm.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Great at southpaw arm wrestling.
All right, next, our German Stout. Stout German.
German Stout. So, yeah, I'm Stout. I'm a German Badger. I'm here to drink beer and punch things, and I'm out of beer, so I either need more beer or to punch things, so, yeah.
Okay.
Hal. I'm a perfect duplicate of Badger. I do not drink beer, and I am told that I look quite pristine and not ugly at all.
Yes. Of all of the of all the Badgers, the robot looks the most human. Okay. So, in episode 119 of the Y Universe comic, Badger was given a overdrive serum, which put his regeneration power into overdrive. He then quickly got into a battle with Lady Slicer, who they had a horrific battle, and parts of Badger came off. But then, because of the regeneration power, they became different versions of Badger, like Weapon Y and Stout. Those Badger clones became Team Badger. Dr. Dark,
a real thing.
Dr. Dark, speaking of dark, Dr. Dark created Hal to infiltrate Gamma operations as part of a fiendish plot, but Hal's heroic programming overcame Dr. Dark's commands, and Hal was like, no, I'm not going to do the evil things. I'm a hero. And Hal joined Team Badger. Uh-oh, we've got a first RIM PC in chat.
Oh, man.
Don't forget to get those RIM PCs in there. So, the last episode of Team Badger, the bad guy got away by jumping into a limo that drove away. And just as the Team Badger was about to give pursuit, the head of Gamma Operations, Nicole Storm, called them up and said, guys, I've got a much more important job for you. Don't worry about that guy. We'll find him later. Right now, what I need you to do is go protect the newly elected mayor of New York City, Sheila Bright. Sheila is being targeted by the walking ziggurat, a large individual who is shaped like a building and is making his way through New York City on his way to the mayor, and the mayor is trying to be convinced by General Overkill to declare martial law to stop the walking ziggurat. Nicole warns Team Badger that if General Overkill convinces the mayor to declare martial law, his soldiers will sweep in, take control of the city, and they will not let go. So this is General Overkill's plan, and he can't be allowed to succeed because that would be very, very bad for the city of New York if the General Overkill took over. So, Badgers, you're in your home neighborhood. You're a little bit away from where the walking ziggurat is, and you're a little bit away from where town hall or city hall is. About equidistant. So, what would you like to do?
Do we have vehicles?
Actually, you do not have a vehicle. You can take a taxi cab if you'd like.
I said we walk over to the walking ziggurat and then have him carry us right over to the place, and then we beat him down before he goes in.
I mean, I was just gonna run because I can do that.
He's going there, right?
Car, we can take a car.
I mean, yeah, he's making his way to City Hall.
See? Look at that. Or we don't even have to move. He just walked right through us. It's a genius plan. Isn't that right, Al?
It is a genius plan. May I offer a counter proposal to your genius plan, which is we do beat up the ziggurat, but first we affirm the safety of the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are supposed to keep him safe.
Yeah. Like, are you sure that's a priority, Hal?
Yes. Yes, I am. 100%.
All right, that makes sense. All right, cool beans. Let's go save the mayor, Hal. Which way is it? This way? Colin points the opposite direction.
Hal takes the arm and pivots it in the other direction. Correct.
All right. Go Team Badger.
Woo!
Go Team Badger.
Yeah, do we have a theme song? We must have a theme song.
I'll be singing our own little theme song while we're traveling.
All right. So who's the baseline? Stout, you sound like a baseline type of guy. So you got the oohs and ahs, and then how you do the rest.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. So you make your way to City Hall, and standing on the front steps of City Hall, you see the newly elected mayor, Sheila Bright, an assistant, and General Overkill in his army uniform. General Overkill is on a cell phone and talking. He's like, yes, that's right. We're gonna need the troops to be deployed as soon as possible. Just wait for my order. And the mayor and her assistant are talking about evacuation plans and fallback plans. The police have been ordered to clear the path for the walking ziggurat as much as possible. And so the police are being sent forth to clear civilians out of the way. And that's the scene, and people walking on the sidewalk just seem to be like another day in New York City, no big deal.
It's the price to pay to live in New York City.
Yeah, have to worry about buildings, walking into your buildings.
I think when we first arrive, I'm gonna point at the general and be like, "He's a bad guy, right? We beat him up."
Eventually.
Oh, not now.
Not now.
Okay.
But why?
We beat up the bad guy. We get in trouble. Get in trouble. Can't stop big building.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Perfect sense, Hal. You should speak like that every time. All right. I'll start heading over to the mayor and entourage.
Sheila's like, okay. Sheila Bright is wearing a very expensive suit, and she's got her arms crossed, making decisions. She's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that. That makes more sense. But we also need to make sure that they clear out Central Park. We don't want anybody caught in Central Park. That would be bad. That would just be a bad look for the city. Oh, and who are you?
Sheila Bright, right? Bright suit, bright. I get it. That's good. That's a good one. I like that.
I feel like Hal is going to step in before Weapon Y starts recommending any sort of course of action in front of the mayor. And say, hello, Ms. Mayor. Pleasure to meet you. We are a strike team of sorts that would like to attempt to bring down the ziggurat and also get you and your crew to safety. It's imperative that we act soon.
Oh yes, absolutely. So we definitely need to get to safety, but we need to make sure that the city is safe first. So you are going to fight this ziggurat person.
You know it?
Like, can you really fight?
Great amount of enthusiasm.
It's more like
excellent. Excellent. So, General, you have transportation. Let's go ahead and take your limousine, and we will go ahead and head towards the ziggurat so that this. I'm sorry. What do I call you?
We're badgers. Did you see?
Oh, okay. The Badgers. So the Badgers can fight the ziggurat person and hopefully save the city. Nothing can go wrong with this plan. I love this plan. Okay. So, General, excuse me, General. We have a plan in place. We're going to go take care of ziggurat, and we need your transportation now. Excuse me. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll call you back. What transportation? Well, but for your protection, Mayor, I'm gonna insist that we have some soldiers come in and cordon off the city hall area so that you will be fully protected. I think that's the first step in dealing with this ziggurat character. And you can tell from Sheila's look of disbelief that she's not going to have anything to do with this. She's like, go ahead and let's get in the limo and we can talk about it more there, General. Well, of course, I think that the mayor and I should stay here while the team goes and deals with the situation. I think that would be safer for the mayor.
the weapon wise is gonna like kind of clap him on the back with his big hand. He's like, "Don't be a coward. Let's get in the car. Let's go."
I'm not a coward.
You want to hide behind 5 billion guns? Let's get in the car and let's talk about our plan to save the city.
Can I please make sure that Weapon Y is seated in between the general and the mayor in this limo?
Weapon Y, why don't you go ahead and give me an intimidation test?
Intimidation. Let's see. I got a D6. Alrighty. Die. Roll a D6. Boom. Says 4. Says
Okay.
success. Boom.
That is a success. So, excuse me. They the general is very intimidated by the slap on the back, the calling him out as a coward, and so he beeps the limousine open, and the door opens up, and absolutely the mayor is on one side, then Weapon Y, then the general sitting on the other side of the limousine are Stout, Hal, and she introduces herself as Patricia or Patty, and I'm the mayor's assistant. Anything that we need, just let me know, and I will be in full contact with the authorities, the powers that be, if you will. Just let me know what we can do to assist you.
Thank you so much, Patty. Do you know of any potential weaknesses that the Ziggurat may have that we may take advantage of?
Well, the general was saying that he can be blinded. He has very limited visual acuity, and something about a weak spot in his armor. General, do you know more about that? Well, my troops are. Excuse me. I need to make sure that the mayor hears this. The troops are.
Can I elbow Weapon Y to like start humming a little ditty or something so that she can't hear him?
Do 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 do, like the Hulk theme. Really. Da, da, da.
Completely out of harmony too.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. But as I was saying, there's one small brick that doesn't have anything in it, and you can see his eyes. And if you hit his eyes, then it will blind him. That's the only real weakness that I know of on. Okay. Obviously, my information.
So I'm just going to poke him in the eyes, and then he'll go down. And that's what I'm going to do. I got it.
Isn't that like the same weakness everything with eyes has to poke them?
Now, unless they
got
they're wearing sunglasses.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
This is the best idea I've ever had.
Next, he's going to tell us we should fight him from a vantage or something.
We'll fight him one on one, mano a mano, and we tell him winner takes all. How about that?
Technically 3-on-1, but yes.
Yeah, we don't do 1-on-1s here. We jump. I mean, we can tell them. We can tell them we're going to do a 1-on-1, and then give them the old sneakeroo eye poke from multiple directions, right?
A distraction you're proposing.
Ooh,
I like this.
For those of you at home that are not familiar with the Savage Worlds game system, there is a effect an action that you can take during combat called assist, where you use whatever skill you want to, that you can find some kind of logical reason to describe how noticing something or taunting someone or intimidation or any skill that can be used to assist another player. For every assist action that is taken, it adds that's successful. There's a +2 bonus to the, +1 bonus to the person's skill roll. So if someone were to try and assist, say, if Hal and Weapon Y were to try and assist Stout in a fighting roll by using different skills, they could get up to +4 to Stout to-hit roll on hitting the walking ziggurat. Or, general overkill if that's who you happen to be wanting to hit.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. So that is a, just keeping that in mind, that is one of the things that can be done with the Savage World system. You can help each other out even if you're not using a skill, a combat skill. Just have to figure out a way to make it logical how it works. So walking ziggurat is coming up on the park. The police have cordoned off the area. There are screams as walking ziggurat starts throwing lampposts around, and
oh dear.
All right, now, come here. How far away is he?
He's about 2 blocks away.
Oh, all right. I'm not that strong. Never mind. Hurry, driver. My plan is to hurl Stout out of the moonroof at the ziggurat on sight.
I like that idea.
So Stout goes towards the ziggurat, and then you and I go around, or something.
Yes. Like here's the plan, Stout. Like I throw you at the ziggurat, and then I don't know, you like climb up the steps, the ladders all over his body, and like start poking him in the eyes, and then we clip him with the car.
Yep. I like that idea.
Like you got this thing insured, right? General overkill.
Actually, we could have my soldiers surround the ziggurat character and shoot him with different weapons, and hopefully penetrate his vulnerable area.
Or you can have the soldiers protect the mayor and let us do the fighting. I like that idea too.
Well, that would mean that my soldiers would have to be allowed here, and I just need to make a phone call to Miss Mayor. Would you like to have the soldiers
open fire with civilians? You're saying that running down these streets?
Like Weapon Y takes the big hand and like takes the phone out, and then it's like, oh, that's a great idea, and then he just crushes it. Oh snap! I mean, bill us. I'm sure we can get you a new Nokia 3800 or whatever that was.
Yeah, I'll just kind of clamp the general on the shoulder, be like, "Don't worry, man. We got this, man. We got this."
I'm concerned. I have many concerns about this plan of attack.
No concerns. No, we got this. When I say we got this, we got this. Do we got this, guys? We got this.
General.
Most assuredly.
Yes. Go ahead with your attack. I will do my best to guard the mayor here while you attack the ziggurat person.
All right, alley-oop. Yeah. So he like opens up. How big is this moonroof? I'm assuming I'm having a comically hard time fitting through it.
Yes. Well, you and Stout both.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm probably taking 2 places in the vehicle.
All right. So,
it feels weird because I'm
Chris.
right-handed.
Go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Sounds good.
Stout, if you would go ahead and make an athletics roll as well to see how well you land after being tossed unceremoniously across the.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
Says success.
I got 4.
Okay. So walking ziggurat is a step pyramid with legs at each corner and a pair of arms in the middle. And you haven't seen the eye slit yet, but you know that from unless he's walking backwards or sideways, you've landed on his front. And you are literally standing on top of him. Just as you land, you hear something, because Stout is German, he recognizes a European language being spoken on the ground behind him. Those of you in the car see, standing in front of walking ziggurat, a hot dog cart with some kind of unusual lettering has been tipped over, and there's a older gentleman. What do you think you're doing? This is my livelihood. You are messing with my livelihood. Get out of my neighborhood. Get out of my neighborhood. And the gentleman is not moving as Ziggurat keeps stepping towards this guy, and the guy just keeps pushing back on Ziggurat to stay in front of him. He's like, "I said, get out of my neighborhood!" And then he starts screaming in a European language that none of you really recognize. And the gentleman starts.
And he's got hot dogs?
Yeah.
This travesty cannot stand. And like he reaches down, like does the general look like he has guns?
No.
On his person?
Actually, go ahead and give me a notice roll.
Notice. My notice is also a D6. Sweet. Okay. Boom. I got a 5.
Okay. Underneath the collar of his uniform, you see a metal ring, and from your Gamma operations
it's a grenade
dossier, no, it's an armor suit that if he activates, it forms a helmet around his head, and he's actually got armor underneath the military uniform.
Okay.
You might even say it was some kind of iron armor, if you will.
You got one of those,
so
like,
he would become a man of iron.
Yes, yeah. Something like that.
You got one of those, like, mecha suits?
Yeah.
No, I say it to him. Like, you got one of them mecha suits?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so you will be useful. Okay, yeah. You wanna get in on this rope a dope we're about to pull on the ziggurat? And he like starts like trying to heft him up. Like, I can give you the old 1-2 like a Stout there.
I have jetpacks. I can fly over there if I need to. That's not necessary. But I believe my job was to protect the mayor.
See, we had the same job, but see, like we also had like the +1 of punching this building in the Ghiblis. Do buildings have Ghiblis, Hal?
We must find out.
Buildings have Ghiblis. Yeah, I would agree.
You're on the ziggurat just yelling. Yeah, I think so.
Checking between each set of legs for Ghiblis.
While General Overkill and Weapon Y are having their tiff, I am going to jump out of the car and head up to the hot dog guy and try and convince him to remove his cart and himself from the premises for safety, and convince him that we, in fact, will be the ones taking down the ziggurat and not him.
What? You don't know the first thing about the my hot dogs cart. It's he's gonna step on it. Don't let him step on it. It's
I like push the cart out of the way. Will you please come with me, sir? Your cart is safe, and I like tuck it behind a lamppost.
Get out of my neighborhood! You're driving away my business.
Are we on a slope at all, or are the streets even?
They're even.
Dang it.
So Weapon Y is gonna get out of the car, and then is there like a sign of prices or anything on this cart?
Oh my god.
Well, on the side, it does have words. You don't recognize the lettering, but you do recognize numbers.
Yeah. All right. So like, what's a hot dog cost?
Probably based on it probably starts at about $5.
Okay. I'm gonna give how much money? Like we're like Avengers level like funded, right?
You should have a current wealth in your character sheet.
Yeah, I think you've got about $250.
Okay.
We can afford a hot dog.
No. This is Chris we're talking about.
Yeah,
he's going to try and afford all the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Hey, Hal, can you just
Wow, you read that.
And we just buy this dude's hot dog cart so he'll leave, and then we can have hot dogs.
I wordlessly like hand Weapon Y my $50. What, 10 hot dogs?
Oops. Yeah.
The hot dog vendor starts glowing.
Here you go. Yeah.
What?
You'll be able to feed the family.
Like metaphorically, or
No, like energetically, like he's there, like light is starting to broadcast from him, and you realize that he's soon encapsulated in like a human-sized circle, and then moved out of the way.
Oh, cool. Like who glorified him?
That you can't tell.
All right. Was it Mayor Bright?
Can I
Bright
glance
lady?
back towards the mayor and see, or go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, yeah, go. I was just like Bright lady, but yeah, you do your thing.
Yeah, I was gonna look back towards the mayor and General Overkill and see if they look surprised, or if like General Overkill's doing some shenanigans.
General Overkill has found another phone, and he's talking on it.
He did say he would have another phone, and he does.
And he's talking frantically into it. The mayor seems to just have her arm. You know, she's standing out of the moonroof with her arms crossed, and you see Patricia Patty kind of like sticking her eyes out of the moonroof, and she's just like, oh my, and starts tugging on the mayor's jacket and says, I think you should duck now. I think it would be in your best interest to, mayor, please, mayor. And the ziggurat says, finally. The mayor steps up and he starts ponderously, just, slowly making his way towards the limousine.
Yeah, you said I'm on top of the ziggurat, right? On the top of it?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go down and see if I can find the eyes of this thing.
Okay. All right. Gonna do some initiative here. And looks like Ziggurat gets a Joker. So he'll be going first. If anybody would like to spend a Benny, you each have 3 to draw another card, but the chances of drawing another Joker are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything.
This rough. I'm so slow.
Yeah, getting the Joker out first it's hard.
Yep. So he's gonna try and take a swing at Stout. So let me go ahead and Stout's parry is a 6. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a target number of 8 because he's kind of in a hard to reach place. And with a 7, he does not succeed. So
nice.
So then, but +2, it's also multiple action penalty because he's trying to walk at the same time. So that balances out. And so then we go back to initiative. Yes, next would be Stout. So you were going to try and find his viewport.
Yes.
Is that all? That would require a notice roll. If you want to attack, that would be a multi-action penalty to both the notice and the attack roll, or you can wait until next round to try and attack.
Yeah, right now I just kind of want to see where it is, because since it is a ziggurat, and I have an idea, but I don't know exactly where it is, so I want to make sure I know where it is before I do anything else.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make that notice roll.
And it's a D4. Notice. Yeah, D4. A 2.
Stout is not particularly perceptive. Unless it's finding alcohol, then you could find it quite easily. So next up on the initiative order is Mayor Bright, and she goes ahead and ducks into the limousine, and then promptly kicks the general out of the limousine. Next is Weapon Y. What would you like to do?
Weapon Y wants to open up the little hot dog cart, like take a hot dog, shove it in his mouth, and then like he wants to pick up the hot dog cart and like throw like the boiling water into the like eye plate of the walking ziggurat.
Okay. I will need a notice roll at -2 and an athletics roll at -2.
Alrighty. Notice. What is my notice? Notice is 6. 6 plus 2. All right. So it'd just be a straight 6 then. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Boop. 6 plus 1 wild die for a 7.
Okay.
On the notice. Then
all right.
athletic is also a 6. So that's easy. And then, but this is -1, -2 right there. Boop. And a -2. What the 2? My bad. Yeah. So fail.
Okay. So
Oh.
you do manage to but I mean, hot dog carts really aren't meant to be thrown. That not very aerodynamic. You do see the viewport, but you don't manage to get the hot water in it. It just starts running down the steps, and you hear the hot dog vendor saying, "Hey, that's my cart."
I'll buy a hot dog. Don't you worry. In the cart. I mean, it's just a bucket and hot water, right?
That's my livelihood. Get out of my neighborhood. You're ruining the place.
He just ignores him and then starts like making his way towards the walking cigarette.
Okay. Hal, what would you like to do?
That little like poker thing that you use to stab the hot dogs in the water to remove them, has that clattered in any sort of nearby area?
Yeah, it's totally sitting there on the middle of the street.
Wonderful.
Completely,
I would like to take that poker and put it right into like the big toe of one of these gnarly Arnold legs.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a fighting roll,
Okay.
which Hal has a fighting of D8.
Seven.
Okay. That hits. So go ahead and improvised weapon. Go ahead and roll a D8 for your strength and a D4 for the weapon damage.
It's a 5 and a 4, so 9.
Okay. The fort hits the foot and then kind of bends a little bit, and you realize that any normal person it would have hurt, but not the Ziggy.
Not the Ziggy.
But you are two-fisted, ambidextrous, and a brawler. So if you would like to, you can actually, without any penalty, go ahead and claw at him with your other hand.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Okay.
What would I roll?
Go ahead and make the same roll. So D8 fighting.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. And the foot kind of feels that sensation and dodges a little bit. So your claw swipe doesn't make a hit on him. And
Beans.
yeah, he's easy to hit.
Thank you for letting me know I could do that, though.
Yes. One of the police takes a pot shot at him, and the bullet goes bouncing off. And the hot dog guy is like, "Hey, you! What are you doing? You're running the neighborhood. Get out of here with that!" Excuse me. So, General Overkill, you see him go ahead and suit up, and as soon as the suit turns on, his military uniform explodes like a Sailor Moon transformation. And can we say that?
Don't make this guy cool.
And
like a magical girl transformation.
Yeah.
A legally ambiguous magical girl transformation.
Thank you. Okay, so and then he starts blasting away with his wrist blasters that he's got on his armor, and they just start bouncing off, and they do absolutely nothing to Ziggy. So it would be time for, because there was a Joker, I get to reshuffle the cards, which is easy because I'm using the Savage.us initiative tracker, so everything's virtual. And then deal initiative again.
Oh, is it my turn? Is that what you said?
It is, yes. Round 2, Weapon Y goes first.
So, just how big is this dude's legs in comparison to me?
It is about the size of your oversized arm.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to take my oversized arm and then bring out some oversized blades, and then I'm gonna hamstring this thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Go
then,
ahead.
yeah, as I'm running over there, since I figured out where the eye plate hole was, I'm gonna be like, to the left, Stout. As he's like, "Whoa." I just like swinging for the fences at this dude's leg.
All right. Go ahead and give me a fighting roll.
Everybody was weapon fighting. 8 D8. No modifier. I got a 6.
Okay. Just so you know, Hal's 5 did not hit, but the 6 that Weapon Y just rolled did hit.
Noted.
So just barely.
A single tear of oil runs down Hal's face.
And then, do I need to roll anything for damage?
Yes, go ahead and roll your, let's see here, your claws. Okay, your overpowered, or your original Badger Claw is strength plus D6. So you've got a strength of D8, so you'll roll a D8 and a D6 and add those together.
Fantastic. I like adding dice. So give me a D8 and a D6. Got a 6 on the D8, and then the D6 is an 11. Success with a raise.
Okay. So 11 and 8, 11, 6, 17. Yes, that does, with the armor penetration that the claw has on your oversized arm, it does hit. The true steel in the blade does actually cut the leg. So from inside the ziggurat, you hear screaming as it echoes inside. And
if it bleeds, we can kill it. We just come with the key. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, the ziggurat is next, and Ziggy didn't like that, so he's going to go ahead and do a punch and a punch on you. And your parry is 6, so, and you're not standing on top of him.
I'm not.
That's a miss. That's a miss. 2 hits, 2 attacks, and I missed with both. So he's swinging wildly. Nothing happens. And next up is Hal. Janatee, what would you like to do?
Well, the fork seems to be a done deal, but I would still like to make a second attempt to get that 6, if I may.
Okay.
Nuts. It's 4.
Now you get 2 attacks. This is a different
Oh, that's
round.
true, because I'm
you're ambidextrous.
Two-fisted or brawler? Oh, ambidextrous.
Yeah, ambidextrous and two-fisted.
So that I did get a 6. So that's a D8 plus a D4 for damage.
Yes, it is.
All right. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Okay. You attacking the leg again?
Yes.
Okay. You've got badger claws. I mean, they're like organic claws, and you swipe at him and it hits. It just doesn't seem to get through that tough ziggurat skin that he's got. Dang it. Um, the general screams, "Go for the eyes! Go for the eyes!"
Fortunately, the general is probably correct.
Yeah. Stout, what would you like to do?
I'm going to try and find the. I was going to ask, since he told me kind of where the eyes are, can I get a bonus to finding these eyes?
Let's see. Yes, you get a +1.
+1. Okay. So I guess I'll just try one more time to find the eyes.
Okay.
Go for the eyes, boo! 5.
Okay. Easy peasy, you found them. And next turn, you'll actually be able to attack because you see it. Yep, you see those beady little eyes in them. Okay.
Get him.
And the mayor and her civilian assistant have gone away. So go ahead and dealing the next round. Joker drawn. It is for weapon Y. Chris, you'll get +2 to all of your attacks or any skill rolls that you want to make for this turn.
No.
Wait, do we both have jokers?
No, just weapon Y.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So weapon Y is going to he's going to give Hal the old alley oop. You're like, yeah, the major general whatever that goon over there, right? And he's gonna do the whole like setup for like the volleyball thing to like do the like one of those things, but you're like his one arm's way bigger than the other, so he's gonna have to like support it at the elbow. It's gonna like try to fling Hal up there.
Okay, give me an athletics roll.
Alrighty.
And remember, you've got a +2. Is there anything else that you want to do this turn?
Oh yeah, after I fling Hal up there, if I got another swing in me, I'll go ahead and try to bring it.
So 2 actions, you won't get the +2. It'll balance out. So go ahead and make the athletics roll at target number 4 and the fighting roll at a target number 6.
I got a 5 on the athletics, and the fighting roll is a failure. I got a 2 on the fighting roll.
Oh no. Okay.
It's all good though.
It is. All right. Hal, you're up next. What happened? Oh yeah, Hal, that's strange. It changed up to a joker on my display. Okay, so yes, Hal, you get a +2 on your attack.
Okay.
And +2 on the athletics roll, but because I'm assuming that you're going to jump and try and poke at the same time.
Yes.
Okay, so
I would do athletics and then fighting?
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, athletics, target number 4. But it balances out with a multi-action penalty. So you'll have it's a +2, but then -2, so it's the same target number 4 for the athletics roll, and then a target number of 6 for the fighting roll.
4 and 6. Okay, thank you. So I rolled a 2 on the athletics roll, no, wait, I forgot to roll a d6. On the d6, I got a 5. So do I make the athletics roll? Okay.
Yes.
Making sure I'm understanding the system correctly. And then for the fighting roll, I got a 5. So I don't quite do what I want to do.
Right. Yeah. He moves. He's got enough leg movement that he can kind of shift his weight pretty easily, so that you're swinging and it just impacts the surface of the structure. Yes. All right. Ziggy goes next, and he's going to try and get rid of you guys. Yeah, how's he going to do that?
Try. I'm afraid.
He's going to go ahead and do the ziggurat rumble, where he flips over and then
The
flips over
what?
to the other side. The ziggurat rumble.
Rumbling, Ziggy's rumbling, rumbling.
So everybody has been tossed off of the ziggurat at this point. And that little power stunt cost me a GM Benny. So I'm down to 4 pennies. Okay. Civilians are out of the way. The general doesn't have anything really to. Stout, your turn.
So how far away am I from one of the legs?
You are basically right there next to it.
Okay. I'm kind of annoyed because after all this stuff, all this time finding eyes, now I'm tossed off the thing, so I'm just going to attack this leg right in front of me.
All right, go ahead and make that fighting roll. You got a D8 in fighting. Target number is 6. Okay, that is definitely a hit. So your claw damage, because of your size, because you are a brawler, your damage with your claws is strength plus D8. So it's 2D8 added together.
2D8. Eight.
Okay.
Got 2 4s.
Well, you are big, you are brawny, and you hit him. But there's you see the leg kind of jiggle a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be hurt. He's pretty well put together. The mayor stands up in the back of out of the moonroof of the limousine and says, "Try and lead him to the docks. We can push him into the river there." And then the limo drives off, and you notice that she's heading to the docks.
Okay.
So at this point, we can go ahead and drop out of initiative. If you want to just kind of walk along with him and try and because he is following the mayor slowly.
We gonna drown him?
He's following the mayor, so are we.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I think that would kind of be the plan, because if the ziggurat is following the mayor, that's kind of the plan. So we'll just keep walking along with this ziggurat, keeping people away, trying to shoo people away, like the hot dog vendor and other people like that.
Wait, aren't you both sitting on top of him?
No, I fell off.
Not anymore.
They got shook off.
Oh yeah, with the rumbling. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So the ziggurat decides that he's going to walk through a building. Fortunately, the police had cleared the building out, but walking down the street, you see a group of 3 civilians. One of them is got kind of black curly hair, or not curly, but kind of slick back hair. A female wearing glasses, and a shorter, bald-headed guy with glasses. And the guy with the black hair says, "Oh man, he smashed the theater. What are we gonna do tonight, Elaine?" Elaine says, "I don't know, Jerry. I don't know." And the little portly guy with the bald head and glasses goes, "Oh, just great. I had a date here tonight, and the date is shot because there's no theater for me to meet the lady at, and she's going to think that I stood her up because there's no theater here. This is just great. Just great."
Okay. I'm going to try to intimidate them and just kind of yell out, "Hey, get out of the way!"
Weapon Wise gonna be like, if she's dumb enough to think you stood her up with the theaters in shambles, you dodged the bullet, guy, and he's gonna like try to like scoop him up and like just move him out of the way.
Okay, Hal, what would you like to do?
Hal is going to be like, open air theater. It's all the rage.
Open air theater.
Try and convince them that everything is fine.
He's got a point. George, your date may not be ruined. We just have to stay here and wait for the theater people to show up. Capital idea. I love that idea. Stout, go ahead and roll an intimidation roll.
The intimidation would be D6.
Yes.
That's a 3. Never mind.
Okay. There are jaded New Yorkers. They're like, "What's up with your friend here?" And all of a sudden, a door in an undestroyed building opens up, and a guy with tall, crazy hair steps out and goes, "What's going on, Jerry?" "Oh, wow, I'm not supposed to say anything because my lawyer said to shut up." And he looks like he's shocked and walks back into the building.
I love these New York City characters.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Go see if you can go over there with Mr. Richardson over there. Just gonna like point to that open door. Like, just take shelter. We'll try to keep the ziggurat away from you.
All right. At this point, I would like to ask the players if they need to or want to take a quick break. If not, then we can keep playing because this is a lot of fun, and I don't think we have much time left to go in the game. So
I would appreciate 5 minutes because my body is filled with tea.
okay, let me.
I didn't plan this well.
I think that we are going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break then. And I really appreciate everybody sticking by. And don't forget to put RemPC in the chat so that you can be entered into our North Boundary gift certificate giveaway. We'll see you in 5. Welcome back. Happy Monday. And we are having some Savage fun with Savage Worlds Team Badger. So Team Badger is charged with protecting the mayor, not letting her declare martial law, and defeating the walking ziggurat, who is trying to capture the mayor. And right now, the mayor is leading the walking ziggurat towards the docks, hoping to push the ziggurat into the river. So that's the plan that the mayor came up with, and it seems to be working as the walking ziggurat is heading that way. Our heroes had decided that they were just going to go along with the plan, try and keep everybody out of the way, keep these pesky New Yorkers in all of their iterations out of harm's way, and they're doing a classic hero job of it. So, all right. So you make your way to the docks, and down at the docks, it's getting towards about mid-afternoon, and you see that there's a large number of guys in Cadillacs kind of sitting around, and as the limousine with the mayor in it pulls up, they start going, oh, hey, check this out, and they start kind of walking towards the limo with their suits, making sure that their suits are presentable. They're gotta knock the dust off, button them up a little bit, and then the general Overkill comes flying in with his jetpack and lands in front of the guys in the suits. It's like, hey, back off! You need to just back off. This isn't your problem. You need to get out of here. You're civilians. And one of the guys in the suits is like, hey, look, Tin Man, it's what time of day it is? It's what do you say? Time for you to take a break, because this is our neighborhood. It's the capiche? And the walking say,
be permanent press if you stay there much longer. As
so Ziggurat starts walking up, and he sees this interaction, and he was like, so this is your neighborhood, huh? Well, tell you what, if you capture that mayor for me, I'll make it worth your while. The guys in the business suits are like, mayor? Capture? Oh, well, la-dee-da. Boys, we got royalty amongst us. Yeah, so I think for Tin Boy here, we're going to need to break out the stuff that we got from Joycey. Boys, let's go ahead and break out those Joycey fireworks, shall we? And you see them pull out these sci-fi looking submachine guns.
Now, how loud is he saying it? Like, is he whispering it? Is he saying out loud? Like, who could
he's saying it out loud, because you guys all have keen senses. You can hear from the end of the dock. You can hear this conversation being had. Now you're at the land end of the dock, and Ziggurat hasn't quite made it to the dock itself.
So how far are we from this gang, this mafia gang that they're talking to?
It'll probably take you 2 rounds to get up there to him.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna start making my way towards the good fellas over there.
Do you have any like laser cannons or
Would it also be?
Yeah, I was talking to you, Hal. You got some guns, boomy things, zappy doos.
I have
Got these guns.
my character sheet says unarmed range melee. So maybe.
Oh, do you have like stretchy, like super arm, stretchy arm guy, dude, punch, go gadget?
That's not among my special abilities.
No, Hal does not have gadget-like arms to avoid any copyright infringement.
Gadget-like arms. Would it also take 2 turns to get to the cars that they were like sitting in or driving around? Okay. Are there keys in the ignition of any of them?
Let me just go. Yes, there is. Because who would steal a Goodfellas car? I mean, come on.
I don't know. Maybe a very confident robot.
Oh my. Okay. I'm not going to deal Team Badger in on the first round of combat. I'm just going to assume that you guys are making your way up to the Goodfellas, because none of you have ranged weapons.
Mm-hmm.
The Goodfellas do start lighting up general overkill, and he turns around and he shoots 2 of them. So there's 4 left.
Lethally?
And then you see the limousine start to glow, like there's some kind of force field that's gone up around it. Okay. That is the situation that you guys find yourself in. To reshuffle because there were not 1 but 2 of the Jokers last time. So we'll go ahead and deal initiative. And Ziggurat goes first, but he's just standing by. So, Chris, it'll be a -2 penalty for moving, but if you want to move and go ahead and attack one of the good fellas, you can. Or if you want to do something else, what would you like to do?
He's just gonna run up and then he's just gonna punch the one that looks the most like Ray Liotta right in the face. He's like, get out of the way!
Handling civilian casualties by creating civilian casualties. Okay.
Punch, not claw. I'm not trying to take his head off.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
All right. Go ahead and roll the it's a target number 5 to hit this guy.
All right. I got a 6.
All right. Then weapon wise. Yeah. I mean, he's a mobster. You could go ahead and use your claw. That's not going to be that big a deal.
I mean, okay.
It's to save the mayor. You're a hero.
Okay, so got a 9 successful to raise plus a 6, 12 success with 2 raises. Are you sure? Are you sure this isn't just
you didn't hit the damage roll. So what did the dice come up with?
The first
what does it say?
It said 8 plus 2 for the first one, and it was this
okay.
one said damage die d6 5, damage die d8 4, damage die d6 3, and it says success with 2 raises.
Okay. We'll just go ahead and call that guy knocked out.
Okay.
All right. Hal, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and commandeer one of the cars and start ramming at the ziggurat legs to try to make it trip and fall into the water.
Okay, he's still standing up on land, but if you want to,
so he's on land.
Yeah, he's not actually out on the dock yet. He understands the situation. He knows that it's kind of dangerous for him to be out there. So, but I'll tell you what. Go ahead and make a driving roll. I will make it a -4, and if you succeed, then you will push him onto the dock.
Okay, I do not see driving among my skills. Does that just mean I don't have it?
That means that you are making an unskilled test. So
okay,
it is.
How does that go?
So you roll a d4 for your skill die. You still roll a d6 for the wild die, but then you subtract 2 from the highest total, and that is your total that you get on the. So since you don't have any driving skill, and it is a target number 8, in order to hit him with the car, it would require that you roll a 10, which is possible.
Yeah, which
because they're exploding dice.
You know what? It's very funny, so I am going to try it. All right, we got a 1 on the D6 and a 3 on the D4, so...
Okay. So...
No such luck. Thank you, though.
You didn't drive into the river, at least. I mean, there is that. And you do get the attention of two of the mafia guys, and they're like, and one of them starts to shoot at you, and the other one goes, "No, my car!" and slaps his gun down. All right, Stout. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to do just run straight at this mafia dude and just freight train tackle him, trying to bring him down.
Okay. All right. So there were 4 mafia guys. Chris knocked out one. Janatee's got 2 of them distracted. Well, not officially distracted, but they're busy shooting at Hal. So you're going to take out the 4th one, or did you want to take out one of the 2 that was
the 4th one?
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a fighting roll. I love the sound of real dice being rolled. It just.
I was gonna say.
Nope. 2 and 3.
Okay. So you go in for the tackle, and he just kind of steps back, and Stout hits the ground and then bounces up because he's not gonna fall down and stay down. He's heroic like that.
I kind of expect him to go to the side, but yeah, that was kind of what I was expecting.
All right. So, let's see here. Going back to the initiative tracker, it is their turn. One of the and since he's he's going to go ahead and he can't shoot at you because you're standing right there in front of him, but he will try and hit you with a little something, and look at that trait die explode. He punches you for the 17.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a success with 2 raises. Fortunately, the newest edition of Savage Worlds, you don't get an additional D6 for each raise. It is only a single D6 for having any raises on an attack. So there's that. That's a nice thing. So let's see. You, however, are stout. You have a toughness of 17, so it is going to be very difficult, probably very difficult for him to actually hurt you. And as a matter of fact, he completely fails. So
nice.
He doesn't even kick in your berserk quality by stunning you. He just he hits you. It's a really solid hit in the chin, and you just smile. All right. Going back to the initiative. The mayor doesn't do anything. The general is going to go ahead and... Uh-oh. The general has a critical failure on one of his shooting rolls.
Oh, that sucks.
That is very unfortunate. That means that he's going to hit someone that he didn't intend to.
Dun dun dun.
Let's see. That would be too easy. All right, so he does do 12 points of damage with the hit on one of the mafia guys that was shooting at Hal. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 targets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Stout. He unfortunately shoots you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
And he shoots you for a massive 7 points of damage. which is less than half of your toughness. So his arm blasters, he kind of got jostled and he shot you and oh, sorry about that. He doesn't seem overly worried about it. And time for initiative again. So, uh-oh. The Mafia guy's got a Joker.
Oh, come on.
You gotta be kidding me.
So they decide to go ahead and unload on the mayor's limousine, which is actually the general's limousine, but they don't know that. One of them says, "Hey, shoot the limo," and shots are just bouncing off of this force field, and you're like, "Wow, that's a really cool power. I wish I had that power." Stout, what would you like to do? You're up next.
So, the guy that just tried to hit me, or did hit me, but didn't really hit me. I just kind of look at him and be like, like you said, I do smile and just look at him and be like, my turn, and just kind of whop. Just with one hand, just whop.
All right, make that fighting roll.
Fighting roll is 8. Which dice do I want to use? We're going to use this dice. Two 5s.
All right, that hits. So Stout damage is pretty sizable. Were you trying to claw him or unarmed him?
No, I'm having fun with him, so it's just a straight punch.
Okay. You are a brawler. So that means that your damage is going to be D8 for strength and D6 for the unarmed attack.
8 and D. Combined?
Yes, added together.
10.
Okay. That is enough damage to not just stun him, but also to knock him unconscious. So he is out of the fight, leaving just the two that had previously been shooting at Hal, but they are not shooting at Hal anymore. The mayor screams, "Would somebody take care of these bozos already?" And the general...
Working on it!
Oh no, the general has another critical miss. This one hits weapon Y. And again, the general, he's not overly worried about...
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, 13 points of damage, though. Fortunately, weapon Y is pretty beefy, so it doesn't... If it hadn't been for all of the armor and the fact that it hit weapon Y in the left arm, it would have hurt him. But
this is my strong hand.
Okay, he does manage to hit one of the bad guys, though. Taking him out. Yes. Hal, your turn. You're driving.
To do.
Yes. There's one mafia guy left.
Can I drive him off the dock?
Go ahead and make a driving roll. This is a lot easier because he's probably actually hold that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Make an intimidation roll.
Ooh.
You have intimidation with a D4. I will give you a +2 because the guy doesn't want to shoot his own car, and you're driving towards him.
Okay.
So
that is a 5.
Okay.
Plus 2
It
is
is-
7.
Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and roll this guy's spirit. I don't think it's going to matter because he doesn't have a wild die, because he doesn't have a name. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no. That was a critical failure on his yeah. So the
Kill
it
this
is-
guy to death.
it is cartoonish when
Oh
Hal,
my god.
if this was a movie, we would be seeing the scene from the car window as this guy in a business suit
Naturally.
with a submachine gun is shooting wildly up into the air, running for his life, screaming, "Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't," and then realizes that he's standing off the edge of the pier with nothing beneath him. And he looks back and screams, "No!" and fires like a person who might be falling from a tall tower in a Christmas movie where people die hard.
Yes.
So you would say he died hard?
Yes.
Well, he's not dead. He's simply in the water.
Yeah,
Assuming
Hal,
he can
Hal
swim,
just
he's not dead.
Hal forgot the cement galoshes, but has officially mafiosoed somebody into the river. So
Yes.
You know what? I'm proud of you, Hal. A single tear runs down my face.
Thank
yes,
you.
somebody in chat says I thought Hal was the nice one of the three. Yes, the nice one.
I am nice to you unless you threaten the mayor. That's my policy.
Well, I mean, technically she didn't kill him. Like she said, she just threw him into the river. That's nice.
Yeah, no damage, no wounds. You don't have to go to the hospital for that. I didn't shoot anybody. You
Well,
can't even prove I did it on purpose.
I'm going to say that if you fall into the New York River, that there is probably a very good possibility you're going to be going to the hospital for shots, if nothing else.
That's fair. Hal forgets these things. Hal doesn't have biology or an immune system. That's like human nonsense.
You just saw Norton antivirus. I get you.
Okay.
It's like, I hope his software was updated.
Okay, so the ziggurat is still standing on the land, and all of the fine Italian businessmen have been, because we don't want to impugn on anyone's reputations. They were just defending their neighborhood. That's what they do with illegal machine guns. So the general looks over at Ziggurat and says, "Come on, big boy. Let's see what you got." Ziggurat, nah. I think you got this.
Mhm.
What would the rest of you like to do?
How far is the ziggurat now from us?
About a round away. A round of travel.
Around?
Yep.
I'm gonna run at it.
Okay.
For that would be my round, is running at this thing to close the distance.
Okay. Chris, what would you like to have Weapon Y do?
Weapon Y. Is there? He's going to take everybody's shoestrings, and he is going to make a little like a trip wire between like light poles, so that the ziggurat like falls into the docks, into the river when he gets there.
Oh my god.
It's like he's just untying people's shoes in a hurry. He's like,
Go it.
what do I need to roll?
Let's go ahead and make this unskilled repair.
Okay.
So D4 -2 and a D6 -2 for the wild die.
Okay, so D4 -2. 1 on the D4. Okay, and then D6 -2. Also a 0.
Okay, so you're sitting there. Oh, you know, these Italian dress shoes have such flimsy shoestrings, and they just come apart so easily.
Manipulate them with my giant crab hand or whatever. Just can't.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Hal, what was it you were going to be doing?
I think so right now, Stout is gonna try and like get him to fall. So I'm gonna try or get it to fall. I think I want to prevent Ziggy from like noticing what Stout is trying to do. So I'm gonna like zoom around like in circles by his feet or something.
Okay.
So that it's not looking. I'm trying to help out Stout by being a distraction. Would that be a roll or would that be an assist?
This is going to be an assist roll. So what you're going to want to do is, let's see here. Let's go ahead and make this a taunt roll. So
Okay.
that would be a D6 on the skill and D6 on the wild die.
I rolled a 6 on the wild die.
Okay, roll it again. That's an explosion.
So I got a 4 on the regular, 6 on the wild, and then another 4 on the wild.
Okay, so a total of 10. And we'll go ahead and taunt is resisted by the target's smarts. Because the target is big and bulky, he doesn't have a whole lot of smarts. So, but he does have a wild die. Oh dear. Well, 7 is still less than 10. So, got 7 on both dice, but that is still less than 10. So he is totally distracted. You even
it's all you, Stout.
You even give a little hood assist. You know, Stout jumps up on the hood and rides up there, gets closer, and then you zoom around and Stout's close by. So Stout, what would you like to do?
So now that I've closed the distance, I'm right there. I'm just going to use my claws to kind of get on one of the legs and climb up the ziggurats.
Okay, give me an athletics roll.
D6. Oh man, 2 and a 3.
Okay. Well, once you get up there, you know he's really easy to get to, but fortunately, it's he was distracted, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1 to get you up there, and so the next turn you will be on top of Ziggy.
Okay.
And now let's go ahead and do an initiative. All right, Stout, you got a joker, so you go first with a +2.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to be at the very top of this thing, and
Okay.
I'm going to kind of use all my might to just kind of grab it by the top of it and just kind of yank it down into the river.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to spend a Benny if you want to do this. The Superpowers Companion by Savage Worlds has what's called a power stunt that you spend a Benny and it allows you to use a power that you don't have. So that's what we're going to go ahead and pretend like we're doing here. And I forget the exact name of the power. I don't want to spend the time looking it up. But go ahead and roll your fighting.
Fighting is 8, or fighting is...
Yes, your fighting is D8, and then you have a wild die D6.
Oh, come on, really? 2 more 3s.
Just can't quite get the leverage there. Now, is that including the +2s, or the +2 from the...
+2 would make it 2 5s, so...
Okay.
Or one of them would be 5.
Okay.
I forgot about the +2.
All right. So you don't quite get him into the river, but you do get him onto the pier. So He's on the dock, he's on the pier. Now the only thing that has to be done is if somebody can sever the pier from or the dock from land, then he won't have anywhere to go. That was the plan that Mayor Sheila Bright came up with. So Weapon Y, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
It's like, looks like a job for Y. Right? And he's gonna see him on the dock, and he's gonna like wind up like he's gonna Tasmanian devil, but like sideways, like as much as he can. He's gonna like across the bridge, just gonna like rip up the dock as much as he can.
Oh
I like this. All right, go ahead and roll your fighting roll. The target number for the dock is a whopping 2.
Oh,
woo!
Because docks can't fight very well.
Oh, I mean, they can bob and weave. You know what I'm saying? No, sure.
If it bobs and weaves, it's a mimic.
Yeah, I got a 9. So yeah, I take it. I hit that with.
Yeah, you hit it. So you get an extra D6 on your damage. So an extra D6 on your damage.
D6, D8, and then D6 and D6. So I got a 12 with the 2 D6s, and then I got a 7 on the D8.
So you almost maxed out your damage. Or you did a pretty good job. That's a year so soon. All right. It is a heavy weapon attack as well. All right. Going back and looking at the initiative tracker. The general just stands back and he's just kind of the helmet folds back and you see him just sneering at you like, ugh. The mayor says, General, separate that pier now. And you see her hands start glowing bright red. Hal, what would you like to do?
Can I reasonably conclude that like the mayor is the one doing the glowy ball thing and not the ziggurat?
Yes.
So the mayor is gonna be safe. Okay, cool. Will it take the general a while to get to separate the pier, or is it just like one move for the general?
The general was on hold, and it looks like he's going ahead, and he's not sure. He unfolds his arms, and he's got wrist blasters, and he's not sure, and he's kind of pointing at the end of the pier while he's looking at Mayor Bright. But he hasn't fired.
So he's
yet.
not sure, but he's doing his thing. I'm going to see if there's like a crowbar or something in the car that I could yoink over to Weapon Y to help with the pier dismantling operation.
Okay.
I think this car has done its job.
All right. Go ahead and give me a repair roll. Hal has a repair of D6.
So I rolled a 6, which explodes, and that's a 5, so 11.
All right. Weapon Y, your next attack roll will have a +2 on assist.
Yeah.
And
thanks, Hal. WD-40 on me.
Do what you do best.
Ziggurat looks around, and he starts seeing, and he realizes what's going on, and he starts running towards the general to try and keep the general from firing. Just as the general looks away from the mayor, looks over at Ziggurat, and then fires his wrist blasters, and you hear the pier splinter into just billions of pieces of wood. And Ziggurat goes, "No! What have you done? You betrayed me!" The general says, "This mission is a failure." And his helmet collapses back, and he fires off his jetpack and starts flying off. The mayor says, "Well, I think it's time for us to get out of here too." And she grabs Patricia by the back of her jacket and does a little leap and flies up with Patricia up into the sky and lands over on dry land and says, "Badgers, can you make it on your own?"
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a flying leap off because, like, I'm still on the ziggurat, so I kind of have to.
Oh, no.
I think I have to do a athletics to jump off this thing and see if I can land on land.
Yep.
Come on, Stout. You could do this.
Like, since I was still on land messing up the dock, I'll like hold on to that like last pole that's on the land, and I'll hold out my gigantic like like arm. Like, come on, Stout!
I'm gonna do a Frodo jump here. 6 on the exploding dice and a 5.
Wow. Okay.
And then,
yeah.
Oh, a 1. So that's 5, 12.
Okay. You got plenty of airtime on that one, and away you land, nice and careful in the dry land.
Hero lands.
Yep. Hal, you're still on the pier though. So, what would you like to do?
I would like to leave, please.
Now, it being the end of the game, would you like to, because pennies can be used to re-roll dice rolls, would you like to try and drive this nice Cadillac in a Dukes of Hazzard style jump onto dry land?
I want nothing more. Oh my god. So the a D4 and a D6 with a -2?
Yes.
Okay. So I did get a 4 on each of them. So that means the 4 on the D4 explodes.
Yes.
Okay. So now it is a 3. So 4 and 3, 7 minus 2, 5. Am I
5.
doing the math correctly?
Yes, you did. And you know what the target number to do a Dukes of Hazzard style jump from a pier that has been broken off of dry land onto dry land is a target number in Savage Worlds of 4. So Team Badger now has the Badger Cadillac.
The Badger Lack?
Oh my god.
The Badgerlack. Yes, I like that.
All right.
Can we paint a pink? Have a pink Badger Lack?
I think that that's a thing that can happen. Yes.
The
You
pink
can paint it
Badgerlack.
any color that you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So the mayor says, nicely done, Team Badger. And she kind of pulls back her dress shirt a little bit, and you see underneath her dress shirt is a Gamma Operations uniform. And her assistant, Patricia, is like, you can't discuss this with anyone. No one can know that the mayor has powers. It's just, it would be a media nightmare. There just is not a whole lot of. It's not a complete trust thing, and it just, please, you cannot discuss. You can't share the mayor's secret with anyone. No one can know about the mayor. Okay, please. Please, don't. You can't tell. You can't reveal to anyone.
Wait, the mayor had powers? Wait, what did I was eating hot dogs and untying shoes? Like, what happened?
Exactly. Nothing happened except you guys saved the day.
Yes, because we are awesome.
All right. So I just realized that chat has pointed out that you can still type RIMPC to get in on the North Boundary gift certificate. 2 winners will be selected. And if you subscribe to the Rim Alternis Twitch channel, you get 7 entries. Can I get in on that? I hope I can get in on that. I tried to get in on that.
I'm saying, I subbed today.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even ask. I just started typing run PC.
Well, I will point out that during some of the late night streams, your odds get tremendously better to win the whatever giveaway we have.
Mm-hmm.
So it behooves you to keep paying attention to the Rim Alternate Streamathon as we go on until Sunday afternoon, when we will finish up with Like Clockwork. So I want to thank everyone that played today with for helping out, for contributing their time and energy and fun. End credit scene. As you're driving along in the Cadillac, the Badgerlack, the Nicole Storm calls and says, "Well done, Team Badger. We're going to go ahead and send a team of Gamma Operations operatives to round up the walking ziggurat, who's not walking very far at this point." And
like burning ziggurat.
Hey.
And we've got a new mission for you. While Ziggurat was walking through New York, there were a lot of people that showed some kind of power, and so we're going to send Team Badger out with a list of potential Gamma Operations operatives. You're going to be doing recruiting. I hope you don't mind. It should be interesting.
I'm like, oh.
The Badger Initiative.
And then,
I like the sound of that.
all right. So that's where we'll end this adventure of Team Badger. If there's anything that but Chris, is there anything you'd like to share with the audience before we go to break?
I love you guys, and I love those watching, and even some people that don't, but mostly the ones that are watching. Yeah, that's my that's my message.
Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome.
Xangpow?
How much is it? Team Badger out.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. By the way, this is the first time that we've ever had somebody playing Stout. And I want to say that Xangpow, he did a wonderful job bringing this character to life for us. So,
Yay!
all right, Janatee.
Also, thanks to you, Kendermage, for running all this. Yeah, that was what I wanted to say. This was a super fun game, a great intro to Savage Worlds, and thanks for getting it all together, helping us know what we were doing, and running a really fun game.
Okay, I love hearing that it was fun. I love that you're enjoying Savage Worlds, and I hope that you play a lot more Savage Worlds. Savage Worlds is a great system, a very flexible system. Tom went ahead and pointed out that we have a link in chat for our Etsy store. So lots of really cool merch there. Janatee, you said before the stream started that you were upset because you got your Coddlesworth t-shirt dirty.
Yes.
And was that one of the Coddlesworth t-shirts that's available in the Etsy store?
They sure are. Coddlesworth t-shirts, dad joke t-shirts, other silly, nerdy t-shirts. They're a ton of fun. And we have very inclusive sizing, so you should definitely check it out.
Do you have like 6X?
We have up to 5X.
Good enough for me.
All right. Amber in chat said, are y'all doing any other streams this weekend? There are all kinds of streams going on this weekend. So we've got I'm sorry, what was that? Okay, yeah, Buffy Vampire Slayer is coming up next. That should be fun. I'm not sure what the giveaway is. They've been kind of secret about, little hints have been in the Facebook promos. So you have to come back and check out the stream when we have that stream come up to see what the giveaway will be for that. And do we happen to have a winner for the North Foundry gift certificate?
Me.
So, out of all of the entries, Chris, who subscribed, wins, and I won. Okay, well, that's interesting. I like that. I think that's fun. So apparently, if you're playing, you can win. If you're interested in playing in the next Streamathon, I think we're all full up now. Make sure that you check the RIM Discord. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full year before we do this again. I know it's super fun. Everybody has fun. There's lots of cool prizes to give away, and you should make sure that you watch as many of the streams as possible. Okay, so if there's nothing else, I guess we're ready to go ahead and badger out.